Hello friends, welcome to the ninth part of capacitor presentation series. This part explains the classification of polar capacitors. The topics for discussion in part 9 are fixed capacitor classification, polar capacitors, polar electrolytic capacitors, aluminum electrolytic capacitors, tantalum electrolytic capacitors, niobium electrolytic capacitors, supercapacitors, electrostatic double layer capacitance, electrochemical pseudocapacitors, and hybrid supercapacitors. Fixed capacitors are divided into two types, polar capacitors and non-polar capacitors. Polar capacitor terminals have positive and negative polarity. The positive terminal should be connected to the positive of supply and negative to negative of the supply. Reversing the polarity will destroy the capacitor. Non-polar capacitor terminals have no fixed polarity. They can be used in either way. Polar capacitors are divided into electrolytic capacitors and supercapacitors. Electrolytic capacitors use an electrolyte as one of the electrodes. It is made up of two metal plates, whose positive metal plate is covered with an insulating oxide layer through anodization. This insulating layer acts as the dielectric. The electrolyte is used as the second terminal cathode. The electrolytes can be solid, liquid, or gas. Electrolytic capacitors have value printed on its body. The black band present on the capacitor body near the negative terminal indicates the polarity. Electrolytic capacitors are typically used for situations where larger capacitance values are needed. The electrolytic capacitors are classified into three: aluminum electrolytic capacitors, tantalum electrolytic capacitors, and niobium electrolytic capacitors. In aluminum electrolytic capacitor, the electrodes are made of pure aluminum. The anode aluminum foil is anodized to form a very thin oxide layer on one side. This oxide layer is used as the dielectric. The electrolyte is placed on the insulating surface of the anode. This electrolyte technically acts as the cathode. The second aluminum electrode, which is placed on the top of the electrolyte, acts as the electrical connection to the negative terminal of the capacitor. The advantages, disadvantages, and major applications of aluminum electrolytic capacitors are given here. Depending on the electrolyte, aluminum electrolytic capacitors are divided into two: non-solid or wet aluminum electrolytic capacitors and solid aluminum electrolytic capacitors. Non-solid aluminum electrolytic capacitors are made of two foils of aluminum with a paper in between, which is impregnated with a liquid or gel-like electrolyte. Solid aluminum electrolytic capacitors has the same construction design as wet electrolytic capacitor, except that they use solid electrolytes. Tantalum electrolytic capacitors use tantalum metal as anode and tantalum pentoxide insulating layer as the dielectric. This pallet is dipped into a solid or liquid electrolyte. The electrolyte acts as the cathode. A layer of graphite and silver is coated on the top of the electrolyte for electrical connections. The advantages, disadvantages, and major applications of tantalum electrolytic capacitors are given here. Depending on the state of its electrolyte, the tantalum electrolytic capacitors can be classified into two: wet or non-solid tantalum electrolytic capacitors and solid tantalum electrolytic capacitors. Tantalum capacitors are also having a surface mounting type. Wet tantalum capacitor uses the liquid electrolyte and the solid tantalum capacitor uses solid electrolyte. Tantalum SMT electrolytic capacitors have smaller sizes, high capacitance and reliability. So it is preferred in PCBs. There is a failure mode in tantalum electrolytic capacitors due to the spikes of voltage. The energy released due to the spikes becomes sufficient for the chemical reaction to take place. It leads to the generation of heat in the capacitor. This condition is referred to as thermal runaway. This can lead to equipment failure or even fires. In niobium electrolytic capacitors, the anode is made of niobium metal. It is oxidized through anodization to form an insulating layer of niobium pentoxide. This layer acts as the dielectric. The electrolyte used in niobium electrolytic capacitor is solid. The electrolyte acts as the cathode. A graphite and silver layer is placed on the top of the electrolyte for electrical contact of cathode terminal. The advantages, disadvantages, and major applications of niobium electrolytic capacitors are given here. Supercapacitor is a type of polar capacitor that has very high capacitance but low voltage ratings. These type of capacitors can deliver charge much faster than a battery and can store charge more than an electrolytic capacitor. Its construction is somewhat similar to electrolytic capacitors. They are made of metal foils, each layered with activated carbon. These foils sandwich the separator in between. Supercapacitor is an electrochemical device consisting of two porous electrodes, usually made up of activated carbon immersed in an electrolytic solution that stores charges electrostatically. In supercapacitor, no chemical reactions are involved in the storing of its electrical energy. The supercapacitor possesses a very high capacitance because of mainly two reasons. The double layer construction of the carbon electrodes and the separator makes the effective surface area of the supercapacitor larger without increasing the capacitor's physical size. Also, the distance of their plates is very small. Connecting more capacitor cells together in series will increase the voltage, while connecting it in parallel will increase its capacitance. The advantages of supercapacitors are given here. The disadvantages and major applications of supercapacitors are mentioned here. The supercapacitors store charge using electrostatic double layer capacitance or electrochemical pseudocapacitance or both. Electrostatic double layer capacitance types of supercapacitors store charge electrostatically in double layer. The electrodes are made of activated carbon. When the voltage is applied to its electrodes, two layers of charges are formed. Electrochemical pseudocapacitor stores energy by transfer of charge between electrolyte and electrode. They store charge electrochemically. The electrodes of pseudocapacitors are made of transition metal oxides with doping of active carbon and a conductive polymer which provides a porous and spongy structure. Hybrid supercapacitor uses the technology of both EDLC and pseudocapacitor by using two types of electrodes. One type of electrode is used for double layer capacitance such as activated carbon, and the other electrode is used for pseudocapacitance.